And you might already begin to wonder, what happens when a brain that's been acting like a sloppy street lawyer suddenly realises it can upgrade itself to Supreme Court level strategy? Because the brain, it doesn't care about truth. It just wants evidence. And the thing about evidence, it's everywhere. Imagine it like this. You're walking through a forest, and every path you choose lays down more stones in that direction. Keep walking the same path, it becomes a highway. That's your belief system. If you keep arguing for your limitations, I'm not ready, I'm not enough, it won't work. That path gets paved, smooth, easy to travel. But imagine now, if instead you simply ask yourself, why might I want to take the other path? Suddenly, the stones appear under your feet. The highway of possibility starts to lay itself down. And the fascinating thing is, the more you speak those reasons out loud, the more your unconscious mind hates the feeling of hypocrisy. It would rather drag you kicking and screaming toward alignment than admit you lied to yourself. That's not weakness, that's leverage. That's jet fuel. Think of the consequences rippling outward like dominoes. When you learn to hand people the mirror instead of shoving them, your relationships, they stop being battles and start being dances. When you learn to redirect resistance like electricity, you stop wasting decades hammering at walls. You start lighting up cities. When you let the ego defend the future you instead of the past you, your entire identity upgrades without a fight. And if you didn't do this, well, picture yourself 10 years from now, sitting in the same chair, fighting the same damn battles, arguing with the same excuses, looping the same Netflix reruns of your life story. The brain's still playing lawyer, but for the wrong client. And the cost of that isn't just boredom, it's the erosion of your soul, the karma of wasted potential. But when you do flip the switch, it's like strapping a rocket to your back. Suddenly, you don't have to convince yourself to go to the gym, to start the business, to tell the truth. You just ask, why do I want this? And your brain becomes your hype man, stacking reasons on reasons until it gets harder not to follow through. That's the drama of it. Realizing resistance isn't an enemy. It's a goddamn dragon. And you don't kill dragons, you ride them. You let their fire light the way. And maybe you can already notice the part of you that resists, that digs in, that pushes back. Hasn't it always been just energy waiting to be redirected? And as you wonder how you'll use this tomorrow, next week, next year, you may also start to realize you've already been using it all along, in small ways, without even thinking. Which means your unconscious already knows how to amplify it now. And isn't it interesting how once the lawyer brain takes on a new case, it fights tooth and nail to defend it. So what case do you want it to defend? What identity do you want it to argue for? Timelessly, endlessly, fiercely. Because the moment you answer, even slightly, the work has already begun. If you live this belief, you become unstoppable. Your influence grows. People thank you for changing their lives. When all you did was just hand them their own reflection. Your future self looks back and laughs. Remember when I thought persuasion was hard? Turns out it was just a keto for the mind. If you ignore this, you stay stuck in trench warfare, arguing, forcing, exhausting yourself until the years blur by. And someday you'll look back and say, fuck, I wasted my resistance fighting walls when I could have been redirecting energy into rockets. So let your unconscious begin to build a case brick by brick, reason by reason, for the life you already know you want. Let it whisper, I want this because. And each because is another stone in the highway, another watt of power in the current, another wing on the dragon that you're about to ride. Because the brain is not a judge. It's your lawyer, and the verdict is still being written.